Yo, what's up everybody? This is your friendly neighborhood, Unpunk, bringing you a video here today on how you can get permanent perks. Additional permanent perks. As you see on screen now, I'm displaying the Stronghold perk when it is not one of my 4 perks, which is super OP. This requires no talismans. This requires no kind of custom mutations glitch, does not require another player, no downs. This method is fantastic, and I just want to give a huge shout out to my buddy Silent9 for showing me how to do this. Now, this is all about timing. It's a little bit tricky to do, but as you can see, I just picked up Bandolier Bandit, another perk right there, and man, is this an easy thing. Let me go ahead and show you the setup here, and then we'll walk you through this little glitch exploit. So first thing, all you're gonna need to do is make sure you have Secret Sauce on one of your 4 perk slots. I put it on my first because it was easy to do and make a video on, but you can I recommend you put it on your 4th perk slot, the Odin perk slot, because that will allow you to get the modifiers for all these additional perks you get, which can be absolutely amazing. Now, you're not going to need any talismans, you're not going to need anything else but one of your spots having Secret Sauce, and only one. Do not do that on multiple. Then you're just going to load right into your game. Upon doing so, just run up to the perk that you're gonna have your Secret Sauce equipped on. In my case, this was Danu. Now you just run up here, and what you're gonna wanna do is hold square, melee at the same time, and then hold square again. When you buy this perk, it will give you, if done correctly, an animation showing that you are picking up one perk, but then it will give you a different perk in your slot. The reason this works is because when you do that animation, it thinks you didn't buy the perk, but it thinks you did. It's a little bit of a weird system there. As you can see, if you don't knife quick enough, it won't work at all. And if you knife multiple times, it stops it. But right there, you saw that I got Stronghold, the Stronghold perk, the Stone Cold Stronghold, but it shows I have the Speed Cola. So again, it's really easy to do. All you gotta do is go up to your perk, and you're just gonna hold square to purchase it. Right as you're holding square, just press the knife button so the animation for grabbing that perk is canceled of sorts, and then hold square to buy the perk again. What it's gonna do is it's basically gonna queue up 2 perks, thinking you're buying 2 perks simultaneously. One obviously doesn't have a slot, but the second one takes its slot. So you get the abilities of both, and the first one, or the one that you see the animation on your screen for, is the one that's going to be a perma perk. Now again, this isn't very hard, but it does take a little bit of practice. Just make sure you hold square and knife at the same time, and then hold square an additional time. If you knife 2 times, it won't work. If you don't knife at all, it won't work. So you have to have that knife in there. So you can see I was having quite a hard time getting it to work, and if you see those double knives, just really mess it up. Things to note: you're not going to want to buy, if you get the Mule Kick perma perk, do not buy a 3rd gun unless it's in your perma perk slot. If it's in your regular Danu slot and you go buy a gun and then come back and do this again, it will probably crash your game because it will think you have too many guns and blah bitty blah. It likes to crash because this is Crash Ops 4. But nonetheless, this is a safe method to do this, to get 5 to 6 additional perks. So you can have 5 to 6 extra perks in addition to your 4 main perks that you see on screen. Again, you're going to want to keep track of which perks you get from the animation, because that's the only time you're going to be able to know if you have them or not. And they're not going to go away no matter if you bleed out, no matter if you go down, no matter any circumstance. Those extra perks will be permanently on there for you. This is really cool and really overpowered, and again, I'd recommend just doing this 5 or 6 times to get 5 or 6 extra perks, as 5 is guaranteed to be pretty safe in your game. 6 has a little bit more chance to crash, but not super likely, and then anything over 6 I would say is more than likely is going to crash your game. So I would recommend just doing this and getting yourself about 10 perks. Also, make sure that when you get a perk in your Secret Sauce after you've gotten your perma perks all set away, make sure you don't leave that as one of the perks you have in your perma perks. You can get it because it will be happening at random, but just shuffle it into another one and be prepared just to buy a new one to replace it, so that way the game doesn't think you're having 2 and it doesn't crash, it doesn't come into more errors. Now again, this is very, very easy to do. All about timing to get these extra perks. Super powerful and OP. I recommend using this for casual games. If you're having fun, just playing, having a little hard time with the Easter eggs, run in, use this, get a couple extra perks. But I would not recommend using this to break any kind of online matches. Don't use this to go insanely high rounds and claim world records. And don't do that kind of stuff that's just abusing the system and trying to do speedruns with this. I don't think that's fair at all. But this has been your friendly neighbor Unpunk, bringing you a little video on how to get a mini Perkaholic, and a permanent one at that. And make sure to check out that description. Go show Silent9, I can't speak today, some love down in the description. He's a super cool homie and showed me this. And we'll see you soon. Peace.